I talked elsewhere about my ability to put things off and not stay on top of things. Never do today what can be put off until a week next Thursday. Okay, folks, where are we? That's the end of the thank yous. Thank you all. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. Let's motor on. Onwards and upwards. After the thank yous, what have we got next? It is the themes for the week. Themes for the week, folks. There's really one or two big ones, isn't there? And we've covered one. Karen and family. The other one is tent. Goodbye old tent, hello new. You should be able to hear the Happy Days theme playing after he's saying that. Goodbye old tent, hello new. Nothing can stop me when I've got you. Yeah. Shall I shut up? I shouldn't start singing, that's for sure. Okay. Tent, obviously. Saying goodbye to the old tent. Clearing the ground. Tidying the camp a little bit. But then clearing the ground, putting down a few ground sheets and it's actually a toldo, an awning, a big sheet, and then putting the new tent up. Did you see the video where the old one came down? Did you see the part where it turned out that my bed was all that was holding the whole thing up? Unbelievable. Could not believe it. As soon as I deconstructed my bed, that damn thing collapsed. I had no idea. If you haven't seen it, there's a video where I built the bed in the first place. Probably, June or July last year. Quite a while ago. It's just 4 piles of bricks, 2 beams across, and then 4 planks across those beams inside the tent. And but it turned out that when I removed the mattresses and the piles of bricks and planks, the entire tent just bowed inwards and just pretty much fell over. This is apart from having the metre wide. I can't do a metre on this. You won't be able to see me if I do a metre. That's apart from having a metre wide. I always called it a split in the roof, but it ended up as a great chasm in the roof. Yeah. So tent. Goodbye old tent, hello new. Isn't it tremendous? 7 meters by 3. You can literally fit 2 double beds in each end. It actually has dividers and can be split into 4 bedrooms. Although you have to, if you do that, you have to crawl on the bed to get in. The bed's in the doorway. That's not what I'm doing. I've got the food at one side and the bed at the other, storage all over the place. And then I've got a lovely big living room in the middle. I'd show you, but it's a mess. It doesn't take me long to make a mess, guys. But, new tent. That's a major theme for the week. The other major themes, the wind, the weather. The reason that we didn't get on with this on, the reason that we didn't do a TrampCast last Sunday, the wind was just too strong. The reason that all week long we didn't get to do TrampCast, the wind, and in some days the rain. Catch you later. The wind, the rain. We've had some shocking weather. A couple of nice days. Monday, actually, the forecast was for it to be really, really strong. This is why we didn't go ahead and do this on the Monday. The weather forecast said strong winds. They didn't really materialise. And then Tuesday, it said strong winds in the morning, followed by petering out around lunch. And we sat here Tuesday morning, regretting not having done it Monday, and worried because it was windy, but we decided to trust the forecast. Usually a bad idea, but fair dues to them. They were right on this occasion. The wind dropped just before lunch, just as we'd got the old tent down. And Karen and family arrived and helped me and Joby here to erect a new tent. We spent the morning emptying out the old one and then dismantling the bed and bringing everything out and then dismantling the tent itself. But then they arrived to help us put the new tent up, and it actually went up pretty quickly, well under an hour. For the main body of sliding in the poles, erecting it, getting a few tent pegs in, and just left us to kind of stretch it out a bit and put some of the guy ropes at each end, and then get everything in. And of course the day was drawing to a close, and we were tired, so things just got thrown in. Anyway, this is the themes. I'm not supposed to tell you all the details. This is just the topics. But the wind was the reason that things happened the way they happened. Also the reason there's been no TrampCast all week, even though one was owed all the way from the Sunday. What else? Oh, damn it! Yeah. Well, while we had the bad winds, the strong winds, the old tent was literally, and I mean this sincerely, I mean this really. This isn't just me saying this. It was starting to fall to bits. Some small pinprick holes, some small tears became rips, became bloody great rips, especially on the far corner, which kind of by my head in the bedroom. The rip went around one side of the tent and down the other, all the way down to the ceiling. I used about half a roll of duct tape one night, trying to just keep it together, stop the rips from running. And the next day the wind was so strong, it had just ripped. It had carried on ripping anyway. All the duct tape had just come away from the fabric. Bits of the fabric had come away with some of the duct tape. The whole thing was just... Karen, you timed it just right. I wouldn't listen. I thought I could still eke another month or two out of it, but I don't listen. I got a thick head sometimes. You timed it just right, darling. Just right. We probably, this weekend, the week after we put the tent up, this last 6 or 7 days, I don't think it would have survived this last week. I really don't. And that's not just me kind of being performative. That's not me just saying it because it's dramatic. I honestly think, after I saw it collapse when I took the bed away, but also the size of those rips that were appearing on that far corner, and the way that some of the other fabric was weakening and holes were appearing, the way that whole panels of the side were missing, chunks were missing from the tent. Watch the video, folks. I did a detailed breakdown of it as we dismantled it, as we did the morning's work. Less detailed on putting it up. We had clear ground and then boof, we had a tent up. But and then the cops arrived, didn't they, while I was inside videoing, showing people how large it was and what have you. The Guardia Civil arrived, finger wagged, and just reversed away and fucked off. That was fortunate. Okay, themes for the week. Reorganising the camp. Yeah, because that was happening before we did the tent. It's continuing now. I mean, I know the place looks like a bomb's hit it, but certain things. Let me show you this. Over there, is it? It's not zooming in. Oh, there we go. So over there, I've got a couple of shelving units, but also there's a chest of drawers that's empty at the minute. I've taken the drawers out. That's going. That was where I was preparing coffees in the past. I was using the work surface. I made the tough decision. Every decision was tough. I made the decision to get rid. So yeah, decisions have been made. Also, I had these two recliners, these two sun loungers. One of those is going. Even though there's almost nothing wrong with it, I just don't need two sun recliners, and they do take up a lot of the floor space in here, in the camp. A big pile of wood that I had from back in the days when I was when I was boiling water, treating water by boiling it, when I would spend all day collecting wood, chopping wood, and then burning wood to boil water. Obviously, we're a couple of years into a drought now, and that's never gonna. We're not gonna be going back to lighting live fires. But I was keeping the wood just in case. But you can do just in case too much. There's a fine line between just in case and hoarding, and I was probably skirting that line. So that's gone. The decisions are made. Things are in motion for organising. And the final theme of the week, which we've touched on already. My gratitude, my thanks, my gratefulness to everyone who's helped. A filter for drinking water, yeah. I don't want to be like doing a life straw thing, kind of for every drop of water I need. It needs to be something that will do a gallon at a time, or more, 8 litres. So that's 2 gallons, roughly speaking. Although the US gallons are different to the UK gallons, but that's a different question, folks. That's a different question. So yeah, those are the themes, folks. Those are the themes for the week. And with that said, let me just check. Yeah, I am correct. That's the end of the themes for the week. With that said, and only 47.5 minutes in, shall we begin? Join me on Sundays for TrampCast. It's the weekly look at the successes, the failures, the happenings in my life as a tramp, a homeless guy, a hobo, living in Torrevieja in Spain. It's at 5 o'clock Spanish time, Central European time. It's at 4 p.m. GMT, UK time. And 10 a.m. US Central time. Love to see you there, folks. Okay. Delta Mike, out.